handsome stranger to flirt with. Well, I'm gay, so I'm gonna flirt with Arwen, even though she wouldn't care. Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Victoria, and in today's video, I'm going to be finding out which character from Shadow and Bone I am. So get out your phones or laptops and play along. As many of you may know, I was obsessed with the Shadow and Bone TV show, which was kind of a surprise to me because, as you may also know, I didn't really like the books very much. I thought the world building was quite fresh, but the plot was very boring and Alina was terrible. But I watched the show because, of course, I would, and was obsessed. I binged it like in a day and then twice more in the first week that it was out. I did a video where I like reacted to the very first episode the first time I saw it, so you can check that out if you want to. But basically I was obsessed with this TV show. I think it's so good. I love the changes they made from the books. They made Alina and Mal so much more likable, which was kind of my biggest issue with the book. They added some really interesting elements. I loved how they weaved the Six of Crows characters in with it. It was just so well done. So in today's video, I thought it'd be really fun to figure out which character from the TV show I am. So I'm gonna be doing BuzzFeed's quiz, which I have on my phone here. So I will link that below if you would like to figure out what character you are. I'm going to make some predictions first, and I think I might get Jesper, even though I don't really relate to him that much, but I feel like it's gonna ask questions about like if I appreciate humor or like if I'm sarcastic or something. So like if it asks those kind of questions, I might get him. But if it asks for like who are you in like a public setting, like are you introverted, are you quiet, do you keep to yourself, then I might get a Nej. I don't know. To be honest, I don't really know. I was like, oh, I know exactly, I'm gonna make predictions and it's gonna be great. But now I'm like, well, I don't really relate to any of the characters that specifically in the Shadow and Bone series. Like, I like them, but I wouldn't say like I look at any of them and go, wow, I have that exact personality. So it's kind of hard to say, but I feel like depending on the kinds of questions, I'm gonna guess Inej or Jesper. So let's do it. It's time to find out which Shadow and Bone character you are most like. Alina, Mal, the Darkling. Can you imagine if I got the Darkling? That would be freaking hilarious. I kind of want to now. Okay, first pick a terrain to explore. Desert, tundra, ocean, or jungle. Okay, well, I'm kind of torn because I love harsh Arctic climates. Like, I spent some time in Iceland and was thinking of doing my master's there, and I just think there's something so like stark and beautiful about like the colors of like dark shiny black and then sparkling ice, and it's just so stunning. So I would love that. But on the other hand, I also adore the ocean, and I've always wanted to go down in like one of those submarines to the depths and like check out some giant squid or something. I feel like that would be so cool. So I think because it's saying explore, I'm gonna go with the ocean. How will you travel? By horse, air balloon, ship, or on foot? Well, see, the problem with this is I was envisioning going in a submarine to the depths of the ocean, and none of those are an option. So I'm gonna say horse, even though that makes no sense with my previous answer, because ships make me seasick. Air balloons, I don't really have a preference for. I mean, I'm like kind of afraid of heights. On foot, meh. Horses, I love, so I'm gonna ride a horse to explore the ocean. What are you hoping to find on your quest? Money, love, power, or myself? Well, if you see my video for Pride, which may or may not have come out in July, I already went on a quest to find myself, so I'm gonna say that I want to find love because I'm cheesy like that. Choose someone to accompany you. Katniss Everdeen, Jack Sparrow, Hermione Granger, or Dr. Bravestone. I'm gonna say Hermione because Katniss, while talented, is kind of sullen, and I like to laugh. Captain Jack Sparrow would be just as likely to leave me stranded. Dr. Bravestone, kind of boring, but Hermione has magic, so I feel like she would save my ass frequently. And I'd like to live. Pick a book to take with you for fun. Twilight, Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows, Game of Thrones, or Hunger Games. Well, Hunger Games is a great book, but it's not exactly fun. Game of Thrones, same thing, great book, also not a fun ride. I just feel like if you're kind of going on an adventure or like a holiday, like I want something lighthearted. I don't want a heavy book, especially if you can only read one. So I'm gonna say Harry Potter, even though we don't approve of the author's political views. Select your favorite season, spring, summer, autumn, or winter. Oof, autumn, I think. You stop for something to eat. Where do you choose? An old tavern, an impressive castle, a haunted house, or a beach hut. I think an old tavern is a fun vibe. I like old pub vibes. Castles are fun, if you're just stopping for something to eat, I feel like it's disappointing because I'd want to like explore and see the armor and stuff. A beach hut, also a fun vibe, but I think a pub I'm drawn to more. Haunted houses, cool, but I'm freaking terrified of supernatural shit. I think it's honestly trauma from being raised Pentecostal, because so many times in my childhood I heard about like evil spirits possessing people and like demons coming for you, and so I just feel like, yeah, I can't deal with that shit. It freaks me out. What is your weapon of choice? Bow and arrow, lasso, sword, or wand? Bow and arrow. During your quest, you discover a special ability to call fire, summon wind, manipulate water, or alter solid matter. I'm gonna call fire. I'm gonna live my alien dreams. Sorry, I haven't been looking at the camera at all, so that's probably really boring to be watching. It just looks like I'm staring at my phone. Okay, pick a handsome stranger to flirt with. Flynn Rider, Jon Snow, Arwen Undomiel, or T'Challa? Is that how you say it? I think he's the guy from Black Panther, but I haven't actually seen that yet. Pick a handsome stranger to flirt with. Well, I'm gay, so I'm gonna flirt with Arwen, even though she wouldn't care. Select a precious stone: amethyst, emerald, sapphire, or ruby. I'm speeding through this because my camera is gonna die. Amethyst is my birthstone, so we're gonna say that because I'm a narcissist. And lastly, pick a foe to battle against: Voldemort, the White Witch, Daenerys, or Imhotep. I also don't know who that is, but who would I most likely survive against? That's the real question. I think the White Witch, because she lost to a bunch of small children. Well, and also Aslan. I got Alina! My least favorite character in the whole thing. Although she is not so bad in the show, so that's fine. But it says, you're modest by nature. Not true. But you are capable of much more than you know. As a natural born leader with tons of charisma, people gravitate towards you. I will take that. You always light up every room you're in. That is not true. I'm usually in the corner hiding in like a goblin cloak. You're also fiercely loyal to the ones you love. That is true. And will always help them out in a crisis. You know, I am not the best friend in the world in terms of being emotionally supportive. I was very distant emotionally when I was younger. Probably also PTSD from being raised in the church. But every friend I have ever had has given me the feedback that I am a loyal person, so that is accurate. The rest of it, eh. So that is my result. I am Alina. So from now on, I will only answer to Sancta Victoria. I'm expecting my light powers to hit me any day now. If they don't happen, I will not make any videos ever again because this has clearly been a big disappointment. Definitely let me know what you got in the comments below, and hopefully we can have a little geek fest about Shadow and Bone the show because it's amazing. Also, how stoked are you for season 2 coming out? And yeah, I will see you in the next video. As always, I love you all, and goodbye.